had conversations with people about it, and it's like, Jesus, like just trying to get the documents, like when they're trying to get the Epstein files, like the state of New York, one of the district attorneys was they were hiding documents, they'd have forced them to give documents. I think there's so many fucking powerful people that are on those lists. There's so many powerful people that went and partied. Air quotes, partied. And how many of them went to the Diddy parties? Have you been paying attention to the trial?
Oh, yeah.
Trials. Wild.
What if I told you the Diddy scandal might be bigger than anyone imagined? Not just a celebrity downfall, but the unraveling of a hidden empire. Because this isn't just about Diddy anymore. This feels eerily familiar, like Epstein 2.0. Powerful elites, vanishing witnesses, tapes, threats, sealed settlements, and now a courtroom drama that's turning into a horror story. So the real question is, was Diddy just a mastermind? Or just another puppet for something much darker? Let's break this down. It all started with Cassie Ventura. Her lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs was the first crack in what's quickly becoming a collapsing empire. But what seemed like a messy breakup spiraled into allegations of kidnapping, forced labor, drug distribution, and sex trafficking. And then, the floodgates opened. The FBI raids, the leaked tapes, the freak-off parties. Yeah, freak-offs. Multiple witnesses described nightmarish scenes, celebrities allegedly being drugged, filmed, and manipulated. Phones were confiscated, cameras were everywhere, and some say it wasn't just for fun, it was for control. Even Joe Rogan chimed in, saying, "This smells exactly like Epstein." And it gets worse. One of the most chilling moments came when David James, Diddy's former assistant, took the stand. Tearfully, he described Diddy's world as a kingdom, where fear ruled and no one dared question the king. He said he tried to convince Cassie to leave. She couldn't. Diddy had control of everything. Her career, her finances, her home. She was trapped. And then, Dawn Richards, another former associate, dropped a bombshell. She claimed Diddy told her, "People who talk, go missing." It was a threat. And guess what? Just weeks ago, one of the victims, Victim 3, mysteriously vanished. No one has seen her. No one knows her identity. But prosecutors were counting on her. And now she's gone. Coincidence? Or confirmation of the very fear she was stepping forward to expose? And it doesn't end there. Another insider, Big Homie, came forward, warning that strange things were happening behind the scenes. Alleged witnesses disappearing, key evidence carriers vanishing. Just like in the Tory Lanez case, where the bodyguard holding crucial DNA evidence suddenly disappeared too. Big Homie put it bluntly, Diddy's not just out of control, he's evil. But here's where it gets really strange. Why has it taken nearly 17 years for any of this to surface legally? Could it be because, until recently, Diddy was protected? Patrick Bet-David raised this exact question, linking Diddy's long-standing business ties with Diageo, the liquor giant behind Ciroc and DeLeon. Diddy sued them in 2023. They quietly settled in January 2024. Then, 2 months later, the feds raid his homes. Coincidence? And who runs Diageo now? Deborah Crew, a former military intelligence officer. So, was Diageo protecting Diddy until he became a liability? And let's talk about the trial's lead prosecutor, Maureen Comey, daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, a man known for his cryptic tweets, including one just days before the trial that said, 8647. Interpret that however you will. The deeper you dig, the more disturbing it becomes. This isn't just about Diddy watching from the shadows as other men had sex with Cassie, or the recorded encounters allegedly stretching over 10 hours, or the grotesque testimonies of what he forced her to do. This is about the system that allowed it to happen for nearly 2 decades, the same system that may now be trying to control the narrative before it all blows up. And then came the jealousy. The defense tried to flip the narrative, accusing Cassie of being unfaithful, bringing Kid Cudi and Michael B. Jordan into the spotlight. Diddy allegedly snapped when he discovered texts between Cassie and Cudi. One of those freak-offs turned into a violent confrontation. But even if true, how does that justify the dark empire allegedly running behind the scenes? Because if these stories are accurate, then this isn't about a jealous ex. It's about a man running a criminal operation, using fear, drugs, power, and fame to trap people inside his orbit.
in addition to some other things that they were in a house in LA in 2009. Diddy beat Cassie because Cassie wasn't finished allegedly making his food on time, and the next day he came in the room to talk to her and her band member, and he basically told them, allegedly said he told them, don't say anything. What y'all saw up there was passion, and when people say stuff about things like this about me, they end up missing. That is what Dawn is alleging.
So here's the million-dollar question. Is Diddy truly the mastermind? Or is he just the most visible piece of a much more dangerous puzzle? With missing witnesses, buried evidence, and hints of intelligence connections, this entire case is starting to look less like a celebrity scandal and more like a carefully constructed cover-up. And if it ends the way Epstein's did, one man behind bars, no names exposed, and the real puppet masters untouched, it won't just be justice denied. It will be proof that some people are too powerful to fall. So now we ask you, do you believe Diddy acted alone? Or was he just the frontman for a deeper, darker machine, one still pulling the strings in silence? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss what happens next. Because trust us, this story is far from over. And if you want even deeper dives into the connections between power, Hollywood, and secret networks, we've got some videos you need to see next. Check the links in the description. Stay awake, stay aware, and keep asking questions, because silence is exactly how these monsters keep winning.